Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel for today's broadcast of my Boston Red Sox 1917 replay. We've been gone for 3 weeks. Been pretty busy with our Field of Dreams fantasy draft league with Steve Tate and Big Clue, and we played in Season 4 World Series and won it. That took a little effort, and we've begun Season 5 already. We did a broadcast earlier today of some of the early May games of Season 5, and I've finally had the time to get back to my own personal replays, the ones from 1917 and 1949, as I attempt to change history for the Boston Red Sox. The Boston Red Sox came in second in 1917 behind the Detroit Tigers. In real life, in our replay, however, as we head into the month of September, today will be the final game of August in 1917. The Red Sox have a 6-game lead as we hit the final stretch for the American League pennant in my attempt to change history and win the World Series for the Red Sox. Tomorrow at 1 p.m., we will play the September 1st game from 1949 of the Boston Red Sox. And in that replay, we are also in first place, trying to change history in that game also. Okay, so without any further ado, let's just take a moment here and review the American League standings, which we have on the bottom left-hand portion of the screen here. The Red Sox in first place, 71-49, 6 games ahead of the Tigers, who are 67 and 57. We are playing in Detroit today in Briggs Stadium, Detroit trying to close that gap to 5 games. Also 6 games back, Cleveland and Chicago, their record 69 and 59. And those are the 4 teams that have the chance of winning the American League pennant. The Red Sox, today's pitcher for the Boston Red Sox is Babe Ruth. And if you'll bear with me for 1 second, I don't want to make a mistake. I want to make sure I've given you the right information here. So if you will hold on for 1 second while I look something up. And I was wrong. I said the Detroit Tigers. The Detroit Tigers were not the winners. That's what I thought. The Chicago White Sox won the 1917 American League pennant over the Boston Red Sox. They beat them by 8 games. And the Red Sox finished at 90 and 62. The White Sox were 154. So I want to make that correction. I apologize. We are in Detroit, however, today. And the Chicago White Sox are 6 games back, as I mentioned, and do have a shot at winning the American League pennant over the Red Sox. I hope not, because, like I said, the reason I play these games is that I want to change Red Sox history. And before I leave this planet, the Red Sox have given me a lot of opportunities to correct their close calls, and this is one of them. So without any further ado, let's go down and get the lineups for today's game. Start the game. As you can see, we're using out of the park baseball. We are in black and white. My friend Beatles Eternally convinced me that black and white was the way to go. So here we are. The Philadelphia A's at Fenway Park. This is Mike Silver's recreation of Fenway Park in 1917. The lineups for the Philadelphia A's have Charlie Jameson in right field batting first, Grover at second, batting second, Bodie in left batting third, Strunk in center batting cleanup, Stuffy McGinnis at first, batting fifth, Witt at third, batting sixth, Dugan at short, batting seventh, Haley batting eighth, the catcher, and Seabold, the pitcher for the A's. In the outfield for the Red Sox, as replay dugout comes in to root for the Tigers, Lewis, Walker, and Hooper in right field, left to right. Infield has Gardner, Scott, Barry, Blitzel in the infield, Thomas, the catcher, Babe Ruth pitching. Babe Ruth, and if I'll just take one more minute before the game starts, and the DK baseball timeline says something about this game on August 31st, 1917. And they say that the Boston Red Sox pitcher Babe Ruth beats the Athletics 5-3 at Fenway Park today in the first game of a doubleheader. The victory marks the Babe's 20th win of the season. And Replay Dugout, I want to apologize. I have confused the 1949 game, which is the Tigers. This is against the Philadelphia A's. I'm a little out of practice. It's been about 3 weeks. This is at Fenway Park in Boston. So I'm going to have to change the headline on my YouTube broadcast. So I apologize for getting you in here under false pretenses. This game is the Philadelphia A's at Fenway Park against the Boston Red Sox. And here we go. Babe Ruth about to face Jameson. Here's the pitch, and Ruth walks him. Ball 4. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, the Red Sox will be playing the Tigers. However, that will be the 1949 Red Sox, 9th to 1917. That will be from Briggs Stadium. And like I said, I apologize. I am a little out of practice, but here we go. Runner on first is Jameson. Roy Grover, batting .224, steps in to face the Babe. And in dead ball fashion, there's a sacrifice bunt to third over to first for the out. One down, runner on second base. Babe Ruth will now face Ping Bodie, who's a .336 hitter, 11 home runs in 1917. That's a lot of power. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and the Babe walks him. Here we go. Babe Ruth to face Amos Struck hitting an even 300. Runners on first and second, one away. Fly ball into center field. One down as Walker throws the ball back in. Runners still in first and second. Here from Fenway Park in Boston. If you have read the description of this game, I confused it with tomorrow's game. It says the Tigers, but it isn't the Tigers. It's the Philadelphia A's in Fenway Park in Boston, August 31st, 1917. Here's the pitch by Ruth. Ground ball to short. Over to first for the out. Red Sox get out of the inning. We head to the bottom of the first. A's nothing. Red Sox coming to bat. Seabold pitching. Sox Seabold now 4-6 for the A's in left field. Bodie, Strunk, and Jameson in the outfield. Witt, Dugan, Grover, McGinnis at first. Haley catching. Red Sox lineup will have Harry Hooper batting first and right. Barry, the manager of the team, batting second. At second, Dickel Blitzel at first, batting third. Duffy Lewis in a cold streak playing left field, batting fourth. Tilly Walker in center fifth. Larry Gardner at third, batting sixth. Everett Scott at shortstop, batting seventh. Pitch Thomas, the catcher, batting eighth. And Babe Ruth pitching and batting ninth. Seabold checks with Haley, gets the sign. And here's the pitch. Ground ball to first. Going to flip to the pitcher covering. Going to be a 3-1 putout. One down. Jack Barry hitting .204 on the season as we head into September. Ground ball to third. It's in the left field. Base hit. Barry rounds first and goes back to the bag. Once again, if you're just tuning in, this is not the Detroit Tigers. This is the Philadelphia A's. The title in my YouTube description is wrong. I will change it after the game. I do have a Detroit Tiger Red Sox game. It's going tomorrow. That's how I got it confused. Dickel Blitzel stepping in, a .282 hitter with a home run this season. The pitch. He swings and misses, and the runner goes to second, and Barry is safe. Runner in scoring position. Hoblitzel swings and misses on that one. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. And there it is. It's a fly ball in the center field. Routine. He's got it. Barry has to go back to second. Strunk throws it back in. Seabold now to face Duffy Lewis. 315 on the season. Couple of home runs. The pitch. And that ball is hit into right field. That's going to be over the right fielder's head. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Barry's going to score. Hooper ends up at second base. Lewis ends up at second base. There's a double. And the Red Sox take an early 1-0 lead. As you see by the rendition of the field, Fenway Park does not have bullpens. They don't come into Fenway Park until 1939. And if that's a recognizable year, that's because Tom Yucky wanted to give Ted Williams, who was a rookie that season, a little easier poke in the right field for a home run. Tilly Walker, 318 hitter, steps up. He hits a line drive in the left field. It's going to be caught for the out. The inning's going to be over, but not before the Red Sox take a 1-0 lead. We head to the top of the second. The baseball timeline also says some other things about 1917. NL batting champion Ed Roush uses the heaviest bat in the history of baseball. It is 48 ounces. If you guys pay attention today, bats are in the 27, 28 ounce category. 48 ounces he would swing a bat. And in the rules department in 1917, earned run averages are now the official statistic in both the American and National League. Here in the top of the second inning, Witt, Dugan, and Haley to face Babe Ruth. The pitch. Line drive into center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Lead runner on for the A's is Witt. Dugan batting $194. He probably bunt, as is the custom in dead ball baseball, and as the sacrifice, runner goes to second. Every run counts in dead ball baseball. Ray Haley, the catcher, 235 hitter and only 68 at-bats so far this season. The pitch, rounded to first. Oblitzel takes it to the bag himself, 3 unassisted. 2 down. Witt on third, 90 feet away. Babe Ruth to face the pitcher, Seabold, a 149 hitter. And he hits it in the left field. Duffy Lewis gets it for the out. Inning over. We head to the bottom of the first. Red Sox lead 1-0. Once again, if you've just tuned in or you're seeing this replay, after it's over, the title is incorrect on the screen. We will change it after the game. This is the Philadelphia A's at Fenway Park. It is not the Red Sox at Briggs Stadium in Detroit. Gardner, Scott, and Thomas do up against Seabold. Red Sox fighting for the 1917 American League pennant. Line drive, base hit. Red Sox have the lead runner on. Everett Scott, who once held consecutive games record played, that was broken by none other than Lou Gehrig of the New York Yankees. But Scott held it until Gehrig broke it. The pitch, he misses the bunt. It'd be a rare situation where runner on first with no outs in dead ball baseball where the batter didn't attempt to bunt, and it's foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Will he bunt again? Let's find out. Here's the pitch. He swings away, grounded to third, second for 1, over to first. A's complete the double play. 2 away here, nobody on now for Pinch Thomas, who's hitting .267 this year. Here's the pitch. Fly ball in the left center field. That's going to go into the gap. That one is going to be off the wall in left field. Thomas is going to be round second. He's going to be headed for third. He is going to slide. He will be safe with a triple. Red Sox have a runner on third base. 2 away. As you notice, the left field wall here in Fenway Park, that was constructed in 1912. Routinely today, home runs go over that left field wall. Right-handed batters swing for the fences at Fenway, 310 feet down the left field line. However, back in 1917, it was 5 years old, and in the 5 years it was in existence, no one has ever hit a ball over that fence. The pitch to Ruth, ground ball to second. To first for the out. The inning is over. We head to the top of the third, 1-0 Red Sox. Jamison, Grover, and Bodie, the top of the A's order, due up. Babe Ruth's pitch. Fly ball into shallow left field. Shortstop's got it for the out. Ruth now to pitch to Grover. Grover hitting .224. Ruth delivers. Line drive, center field. That'll drop in front of Walker for a base hit. Runner on first, 1 away. Grover represents the tying one. Bodie, power hitter, due up. Ruth winds and fires. It's a ball. 2-1. Runner did not get a good jump. Here's the pitch. He swings and hits to third. Going to throw to first for the out. 5-3 put out. Runner goes to second. Yeah, you're not going to have a power hitter like Bodie bunt too often. 2 down. Tying run at second for Struck. Ruth delivers. That's a line drive. And that is caught by the second baseman for the out. We head to the bottom of the third, 1-0 Red Sox. Let's see what else happened in 1917 as we head to the bottom of the third. Before the end of the season, 37-year-old Tiger outfielder Wahoo Sam Crawford pinch hits against the Indians, grounds out, and leaves the team, heading for California. He never plays again in the majors, ending up 36 hits short of the 3,000-hit plateau. He finished his career with a .309 batting average, 1,525 RBIs, 312 triples, and a record consecutive game streak of 472. But Crawford doesn't abandon baseball. He plays 4 years with the Los Angeles team in the Pacific Coast League, hitting .300 on 3 different occasions. Okay, Hooper. Barry and Oblitzer due up. The pitch, grounded to first. Steps on the bag, unassisted. McGinnis throws the ball back to the pitcher, and here we go. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the third, the pitch. Ground ball is short, throws to first. That ball gets away from the first baseman, and Red Sox have a runner on first on an error. Barry's on first. Lots of errors in 1917, and there you see one of them. Dick Oblitzer steps in. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Seabold delivers. Throw down to second as Barry is going to be thrown out, attempting to steal. He did steal successfully his first time around, but this time he is thrown out. Seabold now pitching to Oblitzer with 2 outs, nobody on. And here's the pitch, is a fly ball into center field. Center fielder puts it away for the out. We head to the top of the fourth, 1-0 Red Sox. Ruth to face. McGinnis, Witt, and Dugan. Here's the pitch by the Babe. Ground ball. Second base. Over to first for the out. One down. Whitey Witt, the third baseman, 1 for 1 today. He has one of the two Philadelphia hits. And he gets hit number 2 as it drops in front of the center fielder. Base hit. Witt on first. Dugan up. Dugan hitting 194. He probably will not bunt. There's 2 outs. He's going to bunt anyway. Can't believe it. Try to bunt for a hit. He is out. Two outs. No, there was 1 out. He bunted with the second. My mistake. Ray Haley, the catcher, 232 batter. In limited duty, Ruth delivers, and it's going to be an intentional walk. Runners now on first and second. The pitcher, Seabold. 0 for 1. Ruth pitches. Ground ball to first. So Blitzel steps on the bag. Unassisted. We head to the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 Red Sox moving right along here. What else can we tell you about 1917? 1918 is going to be an interesting year. We're not going to do 1918. Maybe throw a little history in there. Leaders in the American League in real life, Ty Cobb 383. Cobb led in slugging 571. Runs batted in 103. Bobby Veach hits Ty Cobb 225. And Cobb had 55 stolen bases. Seabold to face Lewis, Walker, and Gardner. Lewis 1 for 1 today. He delivers and is a grounder to third. He boots the ball. He's not going to throw. It's going to be the second error of the game for Philadelphia as Lewis is on first. 0 for 1, Tilly Walker steps in. Will he bunt? Let's find out. He does. Sacrifice to first. Going to flip to the second baseman covering, and there's going to be a 1 out. Runner on second base for Larry Gardner, who's 1 for 1 today, 283 hitter, a couple of home runs. The pitch. There goes the runner to third. The throw. He is safe. Stolen base for the Red Sox. Runner on third, only 1 away. The pitch to Lewis, and he walks him. Gardner now has 50 walks on the season. If you've just joined us, you will see that the title of this game in the YouTube page is the Red Sox at the Tigers from Briggs Stadium. Well, yours truly got confused posting it. It is incorrect. It is the Philadelphia A's at the Boston Red Sox on August 31st, 1917. This is my 1917 Red Sox replay. If you'd like to follow it more closely, there are several write-ups on my Facebook page. If you're a member of Facebook, just check it out. The game tomorrow I have on YouTube will be that game, the Red Sox at Briggs Stadium in Detroit, the 1949 Red Sox facing the 1949 Tigers. Gardner at first, Lewis at third, Everett Scott. There goes the runner. Here's the throw. He is safe. Second and third for the Red Sox. 1 away. Everett Scott, a 273 hitter. He swings. It's a line drive into right field. The right fielder slides, picks it up. He's got it. Runner's going to tag. He's going to score easily, and the Red Sox lead. No, he did not tag. He went back. He started a tag and went back. Runner's still on second and third. Philadelphia A's have kept it close at 1-0. The pitch, grounder to second, throws to first, and they get out of the inning. Unscathed, runners on second and third, 1 out, and the Red Sox do not score. We head to the top of the fifth, almost halfway through the game. Red Sox leading 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. Philadelphia A's, no runs, 3 hits, and 2 errors. Top of the order, Jamison, Grover, and Bodie to face Babe Ruth. The pitch, grounded to first, going to flip to Ruth covering for the out, 1 down. Ruth to face Grover. Babe Ruth, 14-17 with a 2.01 ERA in the replay. In real life, Ruth wins today's game, and this would have been his 20th victory in real life. Not doing as well in the replay, even though the Red Sox are doing better than they did in the replay. Ground ball to first, going to take that unassisted. 2 outs for the A's. Bodie to face Ruth. The pitch. Grounded to third. Crossed the diamond for the out. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Red Sox lead 1-0. Babe Ruth hitting ninth. Hooper and Berry 1 and 2 will face Seabold, who's also pitching a good game along with Babe Ruth. The 1-2 pitch grounded to second. Ruth is out. 1 down, top of the order. Hooper 0 for 2 today. Here's the pitch. He takes ball 4. He's going to trot down to first base. Seabold now will face Berry, who's 1 for 2 on the day. He's got a stolen base. Has been thrown out once. The pitch. There goes Hooper down to second. The throw. He is safe. Hooper now in scoring position. 1 out for Berry. Has the opportunity to knock in the second run of the game. The pitch. Fly ball to center field. Backing up. Got it for the out. 2 down. Runner still on second. Blitzel due up. 0 for 2. The first baseman swings. And there's another fly ball in the center field. Strunk coming in, puts it away, and very quickly we head to the top of the sixth, 1-0 Red Sox. Babe Ruth looking to go for his 15th win today in the replay. And as I mentioned earlier, in real life, this was his 20th win. Strunk, McGinnis, and Witt to face Ruth. Here's the pitch. Grounded to third. He's up with it. Crossed the diamond for the out, 1 down. Ruth now to face McGinnis. McGinnis, 330 hitter. 4 hits apiece, both teams. 1 run for the Red Sox. He swings as a base hit. Line drive into center field. A's have had runners on today, but haven't got them home. Whitey Witt, 258 hitter. 0 for 2 in the game. Here's Ruth's pitch. There goes the runner. Here's the throw, and he's going to be out by a country mile. 2 down now here in the top of the sixth as Ruth to face Witt again. Ruth delivers the 1-2 pitch. Swing, and there's a ground ball to second. Berry up with it to Blitzel for the out. There we go. We head. Bottom of the sixth inning. Red Sox lead 1-0. Lewis, Walker, and Gardner due up. I'm going to take a break here for a sip of water. A little more history out of the baseball timeline here as we wrap up our 1917 season. In October, 6'5" Joe Williams of the New York Lincoln Giants pitches against the New York Giants and holds them hitless while striking out 20 in 10 innings. The Giants score a single run off the Negro League star to win the game, 1-0. Ross Youngs tells Williams, "That was a hell of a game, Smokey." And the name sticks. That's how he got it. Lewis, Walker and Gardner to face Seabold here in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch, fly ball to right. 1 away. Walker 0 for 1 today, 317 with 3 home runs in the season for Walker. Here's the pitch, 3-1 pitch, ball 4. Runner goes to first for Larry Gardner, who's 1 for 1 today, 64 runs batted in, a 283 average. Will there be a bunt? Will there be a steal? Or will he swing away? He swings away, ground ball to short, flips to second for 1, over to first. A double play. We head to the top of the 7th. Red Sox holding a slim 1-0 lead. Babe Ruth faces the bottom 3rd of the Philly order, Dugan, Haley, and Seabold. Ruth delivers. Ground ball to Gardner. He boots it. 3rd ever of the game, and the first for the Red Sox as the A's have the leadoff runner on. Haley 0 for 1, 232 batter, tying run on first. Ruth delivers the sacrifice bunt. It's going to be successful. Batter is out, 1-3. Dugan represents the tying run in second. Babe Ruth to face the pitch of Seabold. The delivery. There goes Dugan to third. The throw. He's going to be safe. And now the Red Sox find themselves in a deep trouble as Ruth faces Seabold. Only 1 out. Tying run at third. Ruth delivers as a ground ball to second. Runner's going to hold as the infield was playing in, and there's 2 away. Infield can back up. Ray Bates, the pinch hitter, comes in, hitting 248 with a home run, 53 runs batted in on the season. Ruth delivers, and he struck him out. After 6.5 innings, the Red Sox lead 1-0. Here we go in the bottom of the 7th. We have the bottom 3rd of the Red Sox order, Scott, Thomas, and Babe Ruth to face Seabold. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Seabold to face Thomas, who's 1 for 2 today. Pop up the third. Lots of people around the ball, but the third baseman puts it away. And Babe Ruth steps up. 0 for 2. Ruth, 226 on the season. No home runs. He will hit 714 before his career is over. Base hit in the center field. Ruth on first. Harry Hooper up. Hooper, a member of baseball's Hall of Fame. This season, however, in the replay, hitting 222. Ground ball is short. He boots it. Everybody's going to be safe, and the Red Sox have runners on first and second. 2 away for Barry, who's 1 for 3. Jack Barry, also the manager of this season of the Red Sox. Ground ball is short. Flips it to second. They get him. Inning is over. Score remains 1-0. We head to the top of the 8th. Once again, if you're tuning in late, you will notice that the title on YouTube says the Red Sox playing the Tigers at Briggs Stadium. That is a mistake I made. That's tomorrow's game at 1 o'clock Eastern. We will have that for you using PC Replay Baseball. Today's game, however, is the Philadelphia A's at the Boston Red Sox featuring Babe Ruth. who has pitched 7 shutout innings so far today, looking for his 15th win in the replay. In real life, it was his 20th win. He will face Grover Bodie and Struck here in the top of the 8th inning. Ruth delivers, ground ball is short. Over to first for the out, 1 down. Ruth facing Bodie. Bodie, 11 home runs on the season in the replay. That's a lot of power. He hits a line drive. That's a base hit in the left field. Gets by the shortstop. And the tying run is on for the 2nd inning in a row. Runner on first, Struck 298 hitter for the A's. Let's see what he's going to do. He's going to attempt a sacrifice. It's going to be foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The delivery, ground ball to first, over to short for 1. That's going to be all they're going to get. They get the lead runner. 2 down, runner on first base for Stuffy McGinnis. 332 hitter. He's a dangerous guy. 8th inning, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error for the Red Sox. No runs, 5 hits, 3 errors for the A's. Here's the pitch. And there's a base hit in the center field. Amos Struck's going to go to second. He's going to hold. No sense in taking a chance of being thrown out as there's 2 outs, and he is the tying run. Pinch hitter Wally Schrang, 292 hitter, couple of home runs. Babe Ruth got to bear down if he's going to keep his shutout. Here's the pitch. And there is the toss to second base. Fielder's choice, 6-4. And we're going to head to the bottom of the 8th. 1-0 Red Sox. Here we go. Red Sox will have Blitzel, Lewis, and Walker to face Seabold. Both pitches have gone all the way. Here's the pitch. The pitcher's got it, throws to first. Ball gets away, and that is going to be the 4th error of the day for the Philadelphia A's. E1. Runner on first. Duffy Lewis is up. Will he bunt? He certainly will. There's the bunt. It's a successful sacrifice. A blitzer goes to second, and Tilly Walker's up. His chance to knock in an insurance run. Walker walks. Appropriate. And Larry Gardner, who's 1 for 2 on the day, batting .282. He steps in. 1 out, runners on first and second. Will he bunt? The pitch. And there's a ground ball to second, over to first for the out. 2 away. Red Sox have runners on second and third. They sure would like to get a couple of insurance runs. Everett Scott, hitting .272, is 0 for 3 on the day. The pitch. He walks him. It's walk number 5. Bases loaded. Pinch Thomas, 268. No home runs, 28 RBIs. Can he knock in some insurance runs? Let's find out. He swings as a fly ball to center field. He cannot. Routine fly ball to center. We head to the top of the 9th. Red Sox lead 1-0. Babe Ruth will face 7, 8, 9 batter. Dugan, no hits today, 0 for 1. Ruth attempting to win his 15th game. Ground ball short. Everett Scott across the diamond. He's got it for the out. 1 down. Top of the 9th. Red Sox trying to increase their lead on first base. Here's the pitch. There's a pop-up of the infield, though Blitzel in foul territory gets it. And the A's are down to their final out. Babe Ruth 1 out away from winning game number 15. A 1-run, 1-0 shutout. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to Scott at short. Across the diamond for the out. Ball game is over. Red Sox come out on the field to congratulate Babe Ruth on his 1-0 shutout. Red Sox, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error. The A's, no runs, 6 hits, and a 4-error game. The write-up by OTP reads, Red Sox Ruth Magic in 1-0 shutout. Fans at Fenway Park witnessed the Boston Red Sox blank the Philadelphia A's 1-0 on the strength of superb effort from starter Babe Ruth. The Boston left-hander allowed 6 hits in recording the shutout. Babe was good today, but I don't want to focus too much on a single game, Boston manager Bernie Strom said. That's me. If you're capable of playing at this level, you're capable of having a good game. The real question is if you can learn from the game and repeat it. This year, Ruth has recorded a 15-17 mark in 31 starts. He has fanned 91 batters in 277 and a third innings with a 1.98 ERA. Anyway, that's what it looked like from the game today. In real life, Babe Ruth did win his 20th game on August 31st, 1917. We are going to check out the second game of this doubleheader. We are not going to play it. We're going to sim it, but we have to go through the steps here to get there. Let's find out who wins game 2. Red Sox, 2 shutouts today. They win 2-0. 2 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. No runs, 5 hits, 3 errors. For Philly, Red Sox now 73-49. Mays is the winner in this game. He is now 16-9 on the season. We are going to finish today's games, which we just did with that little press of the button. And let's go to the scores. August 31st, 1917, finds the Red Sox, the game you saw, winning 1-0 over Philadelphia. In game 2, they sweep the doubleheader, winning 2-0 in game 2, increasing their lead here at first place. The Senators defeated the Yankees 7-5. The Tigers lose to the Cleveland Indians 6-4. White Sox lose to the St. Louis Browns 6-5. The Senators are shut out by the New York Yankees. In the National League, the Giants lose to the Brooklyn Robins 7-1. Cardinals defeat the Pirates 3-2. Boston Braves 4-3 winners over the Phillies. And the Pittsburgh Pirates in the second game of their doubleheader defeat St. Louis 9-2. That was today's action. Let's go to the standings and see how the Red Sox entering September. 6.5 ahead of the Indians, 7.5 ahead of Detroit and Chicago. Chicago, as I mentioned earlier in the game, wins the 1917 pennant in real life, and I'm playing and replaying this season to try to correct that and have the Red Sox win the 1917 season. You didn't miss the game. It's on YouTube. You can watch it anytime you want. Beatles. Babe Ruth shuts out the Philadelphia A's 1-0. If you notice the title, I mixed up the title in the game. I put the Red Sox at Briggs Stadium to face the Tigers. Well, that's tomorrow's game, 1949. I'm doing that at 1 o'clock. Today's game, however, Beatles, the Red Sox sweep a doubleheader, find themselves, as you can see, 7.5 games ahead of the real winners of the pennant, the White Sox, as we head to September 1st. It looks like I've got a good shot, a very good shot at changing history once again and winning the pennant with the 1917 Boston Red Sox. Let's see what else we have. Let's review the Red Sox here for 1 second. Their team report. Team leaders, Lewis leads the team batting .314. Home runs, there are not too many on the 1970 Red Sox. There are 2 players tied with 3. Jack Berry, the manager, Tilly Walker, the center fielder. Thank you, Beatles. I appreciate it, but I'm just doing the broadcasting. Like you, when I broadcast a game, I have the AI do the managing so I don't have to do two things at one time. Sometimes I have a hard time doing one thing at one time. RBI leaders 64, Gardner and Lewis. Leonard, 18 wins, Mays 16. Ruth won his 15th game today. In real life, he won his 20th game on August 31st, 1917. Mays and Ruth also, the two players that pitchers that won today and both shut out the A's, lead the team in ERA, and Dutch Leonard 115 strikeouts. Anyway, I want to thank the crowd for coming in. Once again, I apologize for the title on YouTube. I will fix it after the game. Let's see if there's any other trivia, one bit of trivia from 1917 coming out of the baseball timeline. My friend Beatles, who just checked in, has done a couple of things for me, one of which is Jack Black comes in. Thank you very much. He showed me how to broadcast in black and white, and I just love doing black and white in out-of-the-park baseball for these 1917 games. He also throws a little bit of history in with his games, and so I like to emulate my friend. Hey, MV, how you doing? And talk a little trivia or information about the 1917 season. I want to learn something. Maybe you guys will learn something with me. A little bit of trivia from 1917. Eddie Seacott of the White Sox had a bonus clause in his contract that would earn him $10,000 for 30 wins. When he reaches 28, owner Charles Comiskey orders manager Clarence Rowland to hold him out of games, and Seacott fails to reach 30. His resentment becomes a factor in the 1919 Black Sox scandal. I'm sure people that follow dead ball baseball know that. However, that's an interesting bit of history. And the last little bit of 1917 history to go over. In the Western Association in 1917, Ernie Crazy Snake Colbert hits 43 home runs for Muskogee, the most in baseball to date. The highest modern major league total through 1917 was 24 by Phillies' Gavy Cravath in 1915. In the 19th century, Ned Williamson hit 27 for Chicago in 1884, and John Buck Freeman had 25 for Washington in 1899. Despite his power display, Crazy Snake never makes it to the big leagues. Can you imagine 43 home runs in 1917? I want to thank everybody for stopping by. I want to remind you that tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern in the afternoon, the 1949 Boston Red Sox continue their pursuit of the 1949 pennant against the New York Yankees, which they lost. They're going to be in Detroit. They will be facing the Tigers. I hope to see you there. I'd like to thank MV, Beatles, Eternally, Jack Black for coming by. Replay Dugout, who came by early and thought he was going to watch a Tigers game. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. That's it from Las Vegas, Nevada. And to all my friends on the Field of Dreams and the McGreevy Leagues, I will see you guys on Discord shortly. Thank you for coming by. Talk to you tomorrow.